Jen here, and I have a mega layout share for you guys. I haven't done a layout share in a really long time, so these are layouts from, I think, going back to March. So let's just call this kind of the spring layout share. I'm not going to show you my traveler's notebooks or the December daily that I've been working on, or the little mini album that I was working on. I'll do all of those in a separate video, but I wanted to give you a glimpse of all the layouts that I've been doing before this pile gets too crazy. You can see here. And yeah, I've got to get them put away. So let's do this share. This is a layout that I did for the Wild Whisper design team, so using Wild Whisper's Strong and Free collection and then a few other little bits and pieces. This was also part of a Grab 5 challenge for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party that was just this past weekend. So you can see here I had to use doilies, enamel dots, washi, stamping, and ephemera. So I got all of my 5 elements, and then there is a process video because this is on the Wild Whisper blog today. So there is one. This one is also part of that scrap party. So this one was a challenge to use these colors. It was a color palette challenge from Tag Girl. This was a challenge, which one was this? Oops, sorry, there's a random piece of ephemera there. This one was a challenge where we were all put into teams, and the first person in the team was given a layout that they had to scrap lift. The second person had to scrap lift that person's scrap lifted layout. The third person had to scrap lift the second person, and so on. So it was like a game of telephone, only with scrap lifting. So this is the one that I did. I scrap lifted Kelsey Weber, and our original layout, the very first original layout, came from Jen Scow, and sort of, I think for the most part we maintained her general idea of having this grid pattern, but yeah, it was really fun to see the progression of all the layouts. So that one is mine. Oh, and this is using the new crepe paper collection. The last one was Bohemian Dreams. I thought it was perfect for the colors that we needed. This one is a challenge for Kathy's Get Messy challenge for the party. So we had to use stencils to create a background. So I used the Huddy Swap stencil that I had, and I just pushed through some, actually here, I have it here, some whipped spackle and these 2 colors of Dilution paints, and I didn't really mix them together. I kind of, on the palette, I had little dollops of all 3, and I kind of scooped them all up and just went through so I could get these different gradients in color. And then I just sprinkled, after it was dry, sprinkled on some Delusions paint. This guy here, and where's the other one? And this one here. And I didn't sprinkle it, I smushed it. I just had some packaging. Right here you can actually see the packaging. This is the beauty of doing a layout share when you've been working all weekend. I have all of the supplies here to show you. So this is the packaging, and I just spread it all over. And then added some bits and pieces. So there is that one. This one was a challenge that Christy issued, and it was to talk about a nickname, so your kids' nicknames or your own nicknames, whomever. And so you guys know my boys are Fox and Bear. We gave them those nicknames. Actually, Fox is the name that I call him, but Fox and Bear were the nicknames we used when they first came home with us, and we weren't allowed to use their real names or show pictures of them online, so we called them Fox and Bear, and we had no idea that it was going to suit them so well, and they've just stuck. So they are our Fox and Bear, and this is using the Wolfpack collection from Huddy Swap. This was a challenge called the S'mores Challenge. So we had to use 2 pieces of colored cardstock. So this is just Recollections cardstock that has little glitter dots on it. And then we also had to use at least 3 pictures, which is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I got it done. Really super simple. I just added some chipboard here. I think the chipboard is Echo Park. I think these little ephemera pieces are from Simple Stories. Yeah, I think Simple Stories. And then some enamel dots. Super simple, easy layout, but lots of fun. Excuse me. This was the second layout that I did for Kathy's Get Messy Challenge. She did 2 layouts in her live video, so I went ahead and did 2 layouts. So this one I used mixed media all over the back. I don't know if you can see there. And then I used this really crappy, it is super crappy, cheap stencil from Dollar Tree. But I kind of liked it. It had all these like sharks, and it had, you can see here, it had starfish. There were also turtles and all kinds of stuff. But I decided to try to only isolate the shark, pull out the shark. Some of them are a bit messy because the stencil is just so cheap. But using those exact same supplies, these and the whipped spackle, I ended up with this layout. So this one was really fun to make. I just put it on some cardstock in the background and boom. Super simple, not a ton of embellishing, but lots of fun. This one was, let's see. Oh, this was the color play challenge. So we were given a few different palettes throughout the eras from the 1950s up to the 1990s, and we had to pick one of those palettes and try to create a layout using it. So my palette that I picked was from the 1980s. I was born in the 80s, so I feel like I was just drawn to those colors, and I used a few bits and pieces from different collections. This is one piece of paper that I ripped apart. All these flowers come from Paige Evans' collection. And yeah, I just put together this super simple and bright layout. I fussy cut all of these flowers, which took me 2 days to do, but especially these teeny tiny ones. But I think in the end it turned out really fun and bright. This is a layout that I did for the Crafty Maven Getaway YouTube hop that we did for June. So we were all given 2 letters out of the words Crafty Maven hop, and we had to pick products that started with each of those letters to use on our layout. So I got C and R from the word crafty, and my 2 products were ribbon, which you can see right here. I made these cute little ribbon butterflies, and cork. So there's some cork leaves throughout the layout. And there is a process video for this one, obviously, because it was part of a hop. This is June's Everyday Inspiration layout. Our inspiration this month came from Lisa, and I just pulled things out of my How to Kill a Kit with Style summer kit, and here you go. There is a process video for this one. This is a layout that I did, actually, I did it for a class, so it was a Get Sketchy class that I teach, and it was also supposed to be a process video, but I can't find the little SD card that this video is on. I think when I pulled it out and I had it on my desk, my sweet little kitten may have been playing with it, and I actually had to run out and buy a new SD card because I couldn't find the one I normally use. So if I get that SD card back, it's got to be around here somewhere. When I do find it, there will be a process video for this one, but for now you can just see it here. It was a sketch that I pulled out and just put it together. It was about twisting. This month's class was about twisting the sketch. So the sketch actually goes this way. And I think this went this way, and I just twisted it to do this. Again, using my summer kit from How to Kill a Kit with Style. This was the, let me go this way. This was our Stretch the Sketch for May. So I used a sketch and I just stretched it into a 2-page layout using my How to Kill a Kit with Style summer kit. There is a process video for this one. This one was a YouTube hop that we did in May for the Crafty Maven getaway. We all scrap lifted someone else from the design team. So I got to scrap lift Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I love this layout. I love, love, love this layout. I think it might be one of my new favorites. So there is a process video for this one. This was our May, was it May? Yeah, this was May's Everyday Inspiration layout, and the inspiration came from Christy. She had this beautiful wall arrangement in her old place, and so there was some monogram letters for her kids' names and stuff like that. There is a process video for this one. This one is for the Wild Whisper design team. There is a blog post for this one and process video coming. It was also on that same SD card, so fingers crossed I get all of those back. This was using the Talk Foodie to Me collection, so you can definitely see the blog post about this and YouTube video soon, I hope. This one is another one for Wild Whisper using the Talk Foodie to Me collection. Process video coming. I made these cute little beer steins with their stamp set, which was tons of fun. This was March's Everyday Inspiration layout using the picture that we got from Daisy. So there is a process video for this one. This was April's Everyday Inspiration layout. Again, process video for this one. This was using my inspiration photo for this month, so lots of fun. This is a layout I did for a class, also a sketchy class. This was this May's sketchy class? Yes, this was May's sketchy class, so it was using lots of different strips of paper or whatever you wanted in the background. I chose to do washi tape and some string and some stamping, and then just some scatterings of mixed media and stuff there. I stuck pretty close to the sketch for this one, because this one, the class was mostly about just, you know, pulling out your paints and altering your washi tapes and stuff like that, which I did with this one, and that one. So no process video for that. This is just a fun one that I did using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kits. I think this was for March or April, and it just was using up a lot of the bits and pieces of the Midnight collection, and I did some hand stitching. So there is a process video for this one. I haven't put it together yet, and I don't know, we'll see. I'll maybe use it to fill in some space if I need it for August when we go away for a few days on vacation. There is a process video for this one. This is from the spring hop that we did, the Hop into Spring YouTube hop, and you can find that online. This is using up a lot of the More Than Words from Cocoa Vanilla, and again, this was part of a How to Kill a Kit with Style kit that I had, so I wanted to use up as much of it as I could. You can see there's tons of the ephemera and stuff on there. This is from, let's see, May, April, March. This is from March's Wild Whisper collection, so it was the fandom collection, and I had to do a Doctor Who layout with the fandom collection. They had some TARDIS paper, so you knew what was going to happen. So there is that one. There is a process video for this one. This is from another class that I teach that is back to the basics kind of class, or a scrapbooking 101 class. So this class was all about layering, so you can see there's lots of layers behind each of the photos, and it was using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. Again, the More Than Words and Midnight collection from Coco Vanilla. So no process video for this one. And then more recently, my mini kit Mondays for June, I used the Simple Stories Travel Notes collection, and I ended up with 5 layouts. So I got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, which there is a process video for this one. This was June's Stretch the Sketch video where we celebrated our 1-year anniversary by taking a look back at all the sketches from the year. So this is a sketch that we had previously done. I think it was the 3rd sketch that we did, and so our job was to turn it into just a sketch, a normal 12 by 12 sketch. So no stretching, just using the sketch. So process video for this one. And that is it. That is all of the 12 by 12 layouts that I did over the last few months. If you have any questions about any of them, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.